Good morning, everybody, from the household of mine. My puppy says good morning, too, while he bites on my arm. Don't bite me. So how are we doing today? Today we will attempt to do a makeup routine, but I can't give you any guarantees because what are you doing? Because I gave my puppies a bath yesterday. Because I get kind of quiet when I put makeup on, so unless you want to watch me put it on, I mean, I'll try to talk in between, but look, this is glue, and it goes to these sparkles, because once you get your eyeshadow on, you put a little bit of the glue on. Ugh. Every time I put on Vaseline, I get that. And then you put a little bit of the sparkle. I put a little bit of sparkle into the lid and dip my brush in it, and then just kind of dip it on top because I like sparkle, especially around the holidays. And I can't use regular eyeshadows that has glitter in it because it burns my eyes. So there's something in there that I react to. So this is the way that I do it. And I got dogs down by my legs. Please don't bite me, okay? Anyway, we're going to start this routine. I was so tired yesterday that I didn't even vlog. I did my laundry. I brought up a basket of laundry. That's as far as I got. I didn't fold it up or nothing. My husband got up this morning, went to get in the refrigerator. When I got up this morning, and mind you, he gets up at 5:30. And so he grabs his lunch about the time he leaves, which is a little after, I think it's a little after, we'll say 6. It's usually a little after. I don't know when. I'm usually sleeping. And he got up, got his lunch out, got ready to take off to go to work. I get up in the morning and I hear this ding, 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 ding. Like, okay, what is that? I walk towards the kitchen. The refrigerator door is still open and there's no light on in there. So I called him up. I said, you do realize that you have to shut the refrigerator door if you're going to keep stuff cold. So he says it must not have shut. That's because it's full of food. I don't like our refrigerator. It is so little that what little bit of food you put in there takes up so much room. My mom the other day, she come over at one time and she says she gonna put stuff in there for the heavens that we was gonna take. And she says, you got room in your refrigerator? I said, nah, depends on what you're putting in there. And she says, well, I gotta have stuff put in there. I said, so you might want to bring a cooler because there ain't no room in there. Well, she didn't believe me until she come over and looked in there, and then she told my dad, she goes, I need the cooler because she don't have no room in there. I told you there was no room, you know. Why don't people ever listen to me? I'm going to show you something again. Maybe I can see if I can have you understand this a little bit better. This is for Pat mainly. Okay, this is Inglot. They are drips. You can put them in your mascara if it's dried out, and it will moisten it back up. It brings it to life. You can put it in your waterproof eyeshadows if they're dried up. You can put it in your pomades that go on your eyes. Anything that is liquidized that you need to bring back to life, you can put this in it, put a drop or two in it, give it a few minutes, and it comes back to life and you can use it, which really saves a lot of money on makeup. It is expensive though. I paid $17 for this tiny little bottle, and this is only a 9 ml millimeter. I just got up. But you can do that. You can put it in gel eyeshadow that comes in like a pomade, and it'll bring it back to life. You can take powdered eyeshadow and crush it up, put a couple of drops in this, slap it up on your eyes, and it becomes waterproof eyeshadow. There's a lot of things you can do with it. It has a lot of multi-purposes. but it's also very expensive. And where's that eyeshadow that or mascara? What did I do? Put it in there? Maybe I don't know. Anyway, you can take this, put a couple of drops. I'm just going to put a drop in it. Put a drop in it. And you probably didn't see me, but I put a couple of drops in there. Go in there and just mix it around, and it brings it back to life. I'm going to use some of this after a while. And as opposed to this. This stuff is really good because it separates your eyelashes as it goes on. I get the waterproof. All the stuff I get is the waterproof. But it separates your eyelashes and makes them look really good. Mine are longer than they look, but I don't have anything on, so you can't really see them. I'm going to start learning to, or putting lashes back on because I like them. Hey, if people in church can fake it up, why can't I? So I'm going to give that a try. And I mean, I'm going to practice. Practice makes perfect. And until I get it perfect, I won't wear it to church. But on the days that my eye waters, makes it really hard because the glue has to dry. And it ain't going to dry if your eyes are watering all over it. But anyway. So I put on my moisturizer, my vitamin C serum, and then I just put this on. This retails for about $14, and I got it at Target. And I like it. It's really good stuff. And then this I got at Ulta's. I don't remember how much it costs. You can get it at, you know, I'm sure you can get it at Walmart and Target and stuff too. But I got it over at Ulta's. So I'm going to go get my sponge wet and I will be right back. I'm back. I know I told you you could use a brush with this, but I've been favoring the sponges. I don't know why. I don't know. I just like them. You see this chair here? It's a computer chair. It's really comfy. And my son, my youngest one, you know, my baby, and he's my mama's boy, he called one day just to chitter chatter with mama and got to tell me how he got a computer chair from work because they were switching, getting new stuff, moving to a new location, and the boss that he had retired. What is with this stuff? I don't want to come out of the tub. So, oh my gosh, it's just like it's sucking in. There we go. He says he got 2 of them, and I says, nice. I said, I could use a computer chair. Been wanting your dad to get me one. And I said, do you have if you got 2 of them, I'll take one. He says he already gave one to his sister-in-law. I said, oh. I said, okay, well, if you gave it away, that's fine. Dots! He says, but I can give you mine. I said, no, I don't want to take yours away from you. You know, it's yours. You wanted it, so it's okay. I said, eventually I will get one, but I don't want to take it away from you. I don't know that I like this because I don't think I like the color of it. I just think it's a little dark for me, and I just don't know that I like it. But anyway, it ain't so dark that I wouldn't wear it, and I know how to lighten it up. But anyway, he says, oh, shoot, I had a routine I was going to do that I had seen last night, maybe tomorrow, you know. Anyway, he says, no, Mom, you can have it. He says, I have a chair, so if you want it, you can have it. And I told, you know, this is after he told me that. I mean, before that, I told him, well, I told him, thank you. I says, I have this chair that your brother gave me, and it's like a folding chair. I said, and it hurts my legs. It does. If I sit in it for a long period of time, it hurts my legs. And then when I try to get up, it hurts. It's painful. You have to get up really careful, and it still just hurts my legs. So he brought it down. He gave it to me a while ago, and I'm comfortable. When I get up, I don't hurt. So I can actually get up and move around. That's my boy. He thinks of mama. He thinks of his mama, and I like that. I think of him too. He likes special dark candy bars, and so once in a while when I go to Council Bluffs, once in a while I'll buy him one of those giant dark candy bars. I have something special that I do for each one of my kids, and I just do it on a once in a while basis because it's a special. It's just something special that I like to do for them. And so once in a while, I'll just do something for them. I didn't do that when they was growing up. I just did that when they moved out. I started doing that. It's just something special that I like to do for them. I should have done this a while ago because I put Vaseline on my lips in the morning. It's like it gathers up in the back, and it's just really gross. I learned this last night. We're going to give this a try. You see where it's all puffy and black and blue? You're supposed to put color corrector on there, but I don't have any. And then you're supposed to put concealer on there. I do have that. So we're going to go with the concealer, and then I'll get some color corrector, and we'll go with that. And go down like this, and that's what you're supposed to do. And then we'll do the other side. This I just learned last night, so you're watching me do this for the first time. And then you do this and this. And it's supposed to help with the dark circles, and it's supposed to cover technically you put color corrector on here, you go over it, and then you go over it with your concealer. And it's supposed to take the puffiness away, and it's supposed to take the dark circles away, because I noticed back watching a vlog that I know I have wrinkles. I can't do anything about it. It's just age, but I have wrinkles down here and up there, and I must be accentuating them and not even knowing that I'm doing it. And I think this is just gonna be way too light, but I'm doing the best I can. So, like I said, you're watching this for the first time, so if I make a mistake, well, then I just make a mistake. I don't know. But I'm trying. You know, like I said, practice is perfect. I don't think it took anything away that resembles, yeah. It didn't take no puffiness away at all. It's still puffy there. But like I said, you're supposed to do color corrector first, and I don't have any color corrector. I will have after tomorrow. So I'll do this again the next day. But for today, we're just doing what we can with what we got, because that's what I got. So, anyway. Yeah, see, I don't want to accentuate them. You guys are playing, and that's great, but you're underneath my chair. They get underneath my chair, and not only do they bite me, but they make my lights flicker. They've unplugged my lights before. I just look like I have concealer on. And then they say that they put, yes, that just accentuated the wrinkles. So I'll try some color corrector, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. Hold on a second. Yeah, see, it just accentuated them. It didn't make them any better. Just accentuated what I already have. I'm trying to get rid of, and it just accentuated it. Anyway, I don't remember what I was going to say. I guess it just wasn't important. Oh, my Airspun stuff. Pat, you can get this anywhere. You can get it at CVS, you can get it at Target, Walmart, you know, Ulta, anywhere where makeup is sold. But it's probably about $5, $6, something like that. It's not very much, because I don't do real expensive makeup except for my eyeshadows that I bought. Well, not all of them, just the ones I bought that was the It Cosmetics. These are the Ulta Beauty brands. They retail for about $10, but this is I can't tell you how much is in it because it doesn't say, but you know, it lasts for quite a while. I've had these for a couple years. It takes, you know, a little bit depending on what you're using. Where's my eyeshadow? I plan on wearing this today. We'll see how it looks. But it is also an Ulta brand. Retails for $10. It's not bad. I mean, it's waterproof. It doesn't go anywhere. So, and then I was told, even though I'm putting this stuff on, I don't know why, because this is waterproof, but we'll just put a little bit of shadow primer on the top, because on the bottom I wear waterproof, and so I don't need primer. The girl's up there, she says, you know, primer will help your eyeshadow stay on. I said, really? Because I haven't had much luck in that department. Doesn't stay on me. If it's gonna water, it's gonna take it all off. So today I don't seem to be having that problem right at this point in time. So I gotta go up tomorrow and get my father-in-law a birthday card for his. Look, I found my new bottle. But I'm gonna use up the rest of this stuff, because it's not my favorite. This is my favorite, but I'm gonna use it up anyway. I mean, I like it. It's okay. Pat, they have this. I don't know if it's matte or not. It doesn't say whether it's matte or dewy, so I think it's just primer. They have regular primer, they have matte primer, they have dewy primer. It just all depends on what your preference is. This is my favorite. I like it the best, but everybody's preference is different. That's just a setting spray that I like. I am more of a person who likes matte, so I try to get things that are matte. This is not, I don't believe, matte, but it keeps your makeup, it sets it in and keeps it on for a while. This is my pomade. I do not like it. I was looking for a pencil today, but they're all lighter colors. I think I need a darker color for my eyebrows, because my hair may be a combination of a light brown and gray, but when I was growing up, it was a chocolate brown. And I think when I put this on my eyes, I think it's too light, because to me it just doesn't look good. So I think I need to go with whatever color my hair used to be and just put it on a little bit lighter. And then it'll be more of a, I think it'll look better on me then. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll play with it and we'll see. You know, makeup's all about playing with makeup. That's all it is. It's just all about playing with makeup and having fun. And if you're going out, look good. So, and tomorrow I'm going out. Today I'm just going to fold laundry, so I don't really care. But this is what I do. I just put a little bit on, and then I take my brush and I smear it around. There are people that just put it on with that. They put it all over their lids and stuff, but that's okay, because I want to control how dark it goes on and how it goes on, because that's just me. I don't want it to look bad. I don't want it to look super dark. I like it when it's dark. I don't want it to look super dark, because I'm not a super dark person. I'm a light complected person. If it gets too dark, then I just don't like it. But you know, putting on, I like putting on different colors, because mostly I stay with the nudes. But I like putting on different colors, and occasionally I like putting on dark colors, because the color of your eyeshadow changes the color of your eyes. By the time you get everything on, it changes the color of your eyes. And I like that. My son, my youngest one, the one I was just telling you gave me the chair when he was growing up, and his eyes still do this today. But every time the sky would change, so would the color of his eyes, because his eyes change with the color of the sky. So if we have a light blue sky, he has light blue eyes. If you have a darker sky, he has darker eyes like mine. If it's going to storm, then his eyes are so dark they almost look black. It was just really cool. He just his eyes change with the color of the sky. And I never had a person that did that before. And I thought that was just kind of neat. Today we're going to try something just a little bit different. Since I'm not going anywhere and I'm just going to stay at home, I'm going to play with this a little bit. Let's see. We have... No, I don't know. Should I do blue? Should I just... Because I got this palette and I got this palette. Should I do blue? No, I don't want to do that. We'll stick with this one. We're going to do something different, Benny Bear. Just a little bit, because if it looks bad, that's okay, because we're not going anywhere. So, we're going to wipe that off. We're going to take this color right here, and we're going to put it right here, and we're going to see how it works, because last night I was told if you have hooded eyes, and I do, to bring your eyeshadow up just a little bit. And I don't want to do this with waterproof because it dries too quick. The only place that I like to put the waterproof really is just on my lid. If I can get away with doing the rest of it in powder, I would prefer to do that. So this is what we're doing today. Just going to give it a try. See what it does. See how stupid it looks. But yeah, I don't think it looks stupid. I think it actually looks pretty good. But like I said, we're just going to play with it today. I don't have anywhere to go, so if I make any mistakes, too bad. The only place I'm going is to the bank, and the sun's out, so I'm going to have my sunglasses on anyway. And even if I don't, they don't really care. I don't care either. So, this is what we're doing today. Bring it up just a little bit. And then, how's that look? Does that look stupid? Then you get the lighter stuff. Get this lighter stuff right here. Oh my gosh, I can't even turn this around. Right here. And we're going to put it at the very top. I know I say rule of thumb, but I learned this stuff from makeup artists and stuff. You don't put, if you're older, do not put highlight on your eyes because it accentuates all your wrinkles. The camera's here, but my mirror is here, and I need my mirror to see what I'm doing. I actually like that. Does it look good? Does it look good? Anyway, that's what I do. And then, because you blend it, when you blend it together, you're kind of smoothing it all out. You can take a regular brush and do that, just nothing that has anything on it, and just smooth it all out when you're done. And then time for the pomade that I just really don't care for all that much. No, I don't. So, you can't use these sparkles, though, when you're putting on. It has to be powdered foundation. Eyeshadow. Yeah, eyeshadow. Yeah, I was right the first time. Eyeshadow. And you just comb these little bad boys up because, yeah, I guess that's what you do. I don't know. I like it better when mine lay flat, but whatever. If they're supposed to go up there, they can go up there. I don't know. So, anyway, I have my father-in-law's party this weekend, and a couple of grandkids that I don't think want to go to a football game because they want to go with me. And Chase, I think, will get bored, but His mama says he'll get bored and says, just give him his phone and he'll be fine. You know, and that's the thing. They play on their phone so much that they don't know how to do anything else. You know, when my kids was growing up, they was just starting to come out with computers. Well, for one, we couldn't afford one. So, and for two, we had no interest in getting one until they got to the point where they were in junior high and they were using them to do homework or to do your homework on. And I don't know if that's even or not on both sides, but like I said, I'm not going anywhere, so I don't really care. They were doing homework and they had to have the work done. Well, they had them down at the library, but the library was always so full that my kids couldn't get in there. So we decided to get a computer, and at that time, so we got a computer, and I thought that was great because then I can go in the chat room and talk to people because I'm home and alone all the time. So I did. I went in and I talked to some people in there. But then my kids started going in, they'd go in there and they'd use it for homework. Well, then it got to where, over time they come out with chat groups and stuff, which I was not a big fan of. For a long time, I wouldn't let my kids get on the computer unless they were doing homework. When we first got the computer, unless you were doing homework, you don't get on the computer because it was strictly meant for the homework. It wasn't meant to be on there and be played with. So I wasn't going to let it happen. And my kids spent more time outside when they were growing up and doing other stuff than being online, because that's just stupid to let your kids online all the time. They don't learn how to live. They don't learn how to be creative. They don't learn how to do anything except sit in front of a computer. That's laziness. That's just teaching them to be lazy. So if my kids wanted to get on there and do anything, they had to do, they had chores. They had stuff they had to do. They had to earn the right to get on there. And if they just wanted to play. Now, if they were doing homework, then yes, they could get on there and they could do their homework. But they couldn't get on there just to play. We just didn't allow it. And they called me out one day and says, well, you get on the computer. Well, I bought the thing for starters. And secondly, I don't have homework. For third, I don't get on it very often because you kids are always on it. So I can do what I want when I get on it. So, and you get your own computer in your own house and you can do what you want. So, anyway, yeah. So then over time, as they got a little bit older, my youngest one was the last one to be home, so I let him get on it a little more often after the others moved out because he got bored being here. There was nobody to pick on him. He was a good kid. He had a rough time there for a while, but he was a good kid. When he turned around and got away from the girlfriend that he had, she was a trip, man. Then he became, I knew something was up because he was acting kind of funny and he was distancing himself from me, and he never has done that before. And so I knew something was going on when he did that, because from the day he was born, he's just been a mama's boy. And so, you see how all this combination just changes your eye color? It just makes him pop, brings out color. Although I'm messing with my eyes, so now they're gonna water, They better get over it. But anyway, so yeah. He came around, and this girl that he was with, I swear you not, she was a trip. I am so glad when he got away from her. I just wanted to take him out to celebrate, and I think I'm not too sure, I might have. But she was not somebody that I don't think anybody needed to be with. So if anybody's with her now, I feel for them, but, I feel for their parents, because it was the parents that she made suffer. It wasn't so much as a kid. She was playing with his emotions too, and I didn't like that. But, underage, there's nothing I can do. So he had to make his own choice. You can't tell somebody who they can and can't see, who they do and don't love. So I'm glad when he decided that he had had enough and he was done with her. Because you know, once he did that, then we became close again. And we've been close ever since. And when he went to marry his wife that he has now, he made a comment to me that he says, you know, if you wouldn't have approved, if I wouldn't have had your blessing to marry her, because, I mean, we're just the parents, but he says, if we didn't have your blessing to marry her, I wouldn't have married her. He said, because I just want your approval. And so, you know, if you want my approval, you'll never get it, because I would rather you stay my baby. But, yeah, you got to give him your approval. You know, you got to let him go. You got to let him move on. And so this is what I'm doing, because right here at the cheekbone, you're supposed to go just above that, which I kind of didn't on that one. When you're older, you're supposed to go just right at that, or, you know, just right at your cheekbone. Because if you go any lower, then it looks bad on you, because you're a more older woman. So if you do that, then, and then if you want, you can bring it out. I don't bring it out too far, because I would rather that it just stay where it's at, you know. But, hey, hold on a second. I'm back. Knock a doggy out. Anyway, as I was saying, just keep it along the jaw or the cheekbone. Don't go below it. You know, most people will come from here out. You know, older people or younger people. Well, if you're over 40, don't do that. If you're over 45, I don't know about anybody younger, because I'm not younger anymore. I'm just an older woman trying to look pretty. So, or at least doing the best I can. I might have made this side a little bit dark. I'm not for sure yet. You know, I'll put powder on today. I will. Everything today is cream that I put on. We're going to do very little bit of this. Goes a very long way. Put it to there. And then just, it blends out pretty good. So, in the words of Hot and Flashy, when you put your blush on, get it way up there. So, put that up there. Got to keep an eye on my pup, because it's just like keeping an eye on a 2-year-old, because he's into everything. Everything. He doesn't stay out of nothing. I was so tired yesterday. I think it was allergies, because I couldn't do anything. I made myself do my laundry, and as far as I got was bringing it upstairs, one basket, and it never did get folded up. My husband, I asked him to bring up the rest of it today, and so he said he would, so he brought it up, and that is what I'm gonna do. I feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on. Thank you. Excuse me. Anything to interrupt my vlog. And then a little bit of highlighter there, a little bit of highlighter here, and a little bit of highlighter here and here. What are you doing? And then just powder it out, powder it out, powder it out. And then just powder it out, powder it out, powder. You gotta be careful with the highlighter, because if you do it wrong, it's gonna make you look bad. Because, you know, we're all older women. Or at least them's the ones that I'm directing this to. You know, I'm trying to do it for older people. Figuring out how to do makeup for older people. And I still think I have it on too much of it. But, hey, if you're going to color yourself up, you know. And they say that the foundation goes on like skin. They are lying. Because I watched back on my vlogs, I got up close to it. When you see me up close yesterday trying to get stuff, I looked like I had makeup on. So some of that could have been just because of the way that I put it on too. I could have done it wrong. You know, I'm not a makeup pro. I'm not. I don't claim to be. I just want to look pretty. So, anyway, that is my routine foundation, or routine stuff. And then you put this on. This, I don't like putting it on because you got to hold your breath. It about likes to take my breath away. And then today, I think I will wear some of this because it smells really good. Yes, it does. And that is me now ready for the day to do absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, I got my house stuff to do and I got to go to the bank and everything, but yeah. But I put some stuff in this last night because I was going to wear it today, but I didn't. But you see, and then when you go and take it out, see how much, yesterday it didn't do that, but I put a couple drops of that Inglot in there, and that's what it did. And this is waterproof stuff, so, yeah, it come right off. Or well, it did come right off because it's still wet. But that's what I was going to wear today. That's the color. Bold. But I decided not to. You can get this at Walmart, and I'm sure Target, and any CVS, any, wherever cheap makeup is sold. So it wasn't super cheap, but it wasn't expensive. I do drugstore makeup, yes. But to be truthful to you, I do more of the higher end drugstore makeup because I don't like the super cheap stuff because it has a tendency to not work. I think, in my own opinion, this is just my opinion, the cheaper makeup on the drugstore side is for beginners, like kids, like my granddaughter, where you don't get a lot of color payoff, so it doesn't matter how much you dip your brush into it, you're only going to get so much of it. That's would be great for somebody who's just starting out, especially a kid like my granddaughter. I like the higher end stuff because it has more payoff to it, and actually it's just as good as what you get in high end. The only difference is it's cheaper and you have to put just a tad bit more on, whereas on the high end you just dab your brush in there and it's got good color payoff. I can see why the high end stuff is so expensive because very little bit goes a very long way, and so I can see why that would cost more because it lasts longer. But I'm still for the drugstore makeup. I just like the higher end of the drugstore makeup better. Hold on. What are you doing now? Here, play with this. Play with this. There you go. Anyway. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here and go get my day started and get me some iced coffee because I want some. And that is my makeup routine. I do like this. I may give this a go tomorrow when I'm going to church. Hopefully there's not too much of it. But I like the way that it just kind of blends. You see how I hope this isn't too close because I can't see what I'm doing. But you see how it blends? And I just like it. For as long as I'm able to do this, I want to be able to do this because there's going to come a day that I'm going to have to change this up too. Right now, I'm just learning to do this. This is for people my age. From what I'm understanding, I can get away with this. And I really do like makeup, and I like to put it on, and I like to look pretty. But, there comes a day, as you age, you just have to change it. And as you get older, less becomes more. And, I just don't want the day to come to where I can't wear it at all because it's just too much for me. Because I really enjoy it. It's something that makes me happy. It makes me feel like, it completes my, I don't know, it makes me feel good when I can get ready for the day. Yesterday, I didn't put any makeup on because I had to give my dogs a bath. And, I don't know, I just took a break that day. I was so tired yesterday that I didn't really do much of anything. I gave my dogs a bath. I done my laundry. I brought it upstairs. I didn't even do my dishes. So I got to do my dishes today. And I think the next women's group, I'm thinking about making some pumpkin bread and taking it there because it's really good. So, yeah, I like to share my baking with other people. I like it when they like it. I like to make people happy. I like to make people smile. I like to make people laugh. So, that's just what I like to do. And obviously, I am gifted in that department because I have people laughing all the time. So, but anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get my day going. And I will talk to you later. I'll give you another vlog later on. And love to my grandbabies and to my Pat. And I will talk to you later. See ya.